Well, happy Tuesday and welcome to my World of Fun once again, YouTube land out there. I come before you all for Tuesday, Tiny Reborn Tuesday. These are three of my tiny dolls I have in my collection. I have other tiny dolls, but I just want to focus on these three today, and I'll take turns with others on another Tiny Tuesday. Well, first, let's get to this one right here. She is the tiniest of all of my collection. She is the Ashton Drake's Tiny Miracles Emmy. And I call this doll Emmy because I don't want to forget her name. And it just seemed like a little perfect name for such a small doll. She's actually 10 inches tall. And I added that little cute knitted hat. um I don't remember exactly. Oh, I know where I got it from. I got it from the thrift store. And at the time, I was like, I bet you one of my dolls can fit this hat. And I didn't even think about Emmy at the time. Because, like I said, I do have another small doll, not as small as Emmy. So I kind of had another doll in mind. But when I got home, this hat was too small for the doll I had in mind. And this hat fit Emmy perfectly, almost like if it was Ashton Drake Gallery that included this with her little sweater outfit. And so she's been wearing this little hat ever since. Then the other two are my other tiny dolls I have for Tiny Tuesday. First, let's go with Brit Brit. She is Ashton Drake's Down syndrome doll. Perfect downright, or downright perfect. I think I said it kind of backwards. And she's just so cute. I love her blue eyes. I can't really capture her eyes right now with the phone, but she has lovely sky blue eyes. And she's just so perfect. And I call her Brittany or Brit Brit as a nickname. And I love how her tongue sticks out of her mouth, and she has that gorgeous smile that just light up anybody's sad day. And then we have my baby I call Bryson. And I purchased Bryson from the Macari market. Just a regular little baby doll. I think his face is more like a porcelain type of material. And the rest of his body is cloth. And I fell in love with him. He's a blonde hair just like Brit Brit is. And his eyes are like a lighter shade of blue. It's not quite as sky blue as Brit Brit's eyes, but they both have really pretty blue eyes. And I'm just loving his little sleeper, his hat that says cutie, his sleeper that has little elephants, look like a little king elephant with a crown. Then you get the giraffe, and then you have the hippopotamus. It's just cute, just cute sleeper for Bryson. And so that's all I have for you all. In the background there is my live bird. She's a parakeet. Her name is Summer. And Summer has been in my family for about 7 years now. The longest I've ever kept a bird. Okay. And she's still going strong. And I just hope you all have a wonderful Tuesday. This tag is by Mel Lamore Nursery, and I will tag her to this. And I'm going to add another tag right quick. I actually saw this on a video by Mariah Diane's Nursery. She said it was Shara who had these 10 questions related to Christmas. So I want to share those 10 questions. And yeah, if anybody knows Shara's Nursery, just let me know in the comments and I can add it some type of way. But the 10 questions I thought was really, really cute. So I'm going to go into those 10 questions. I'm going to focus the phone on Emmy. Just because she just looks so cute. I'm going to move the other two down and just focus on Emmy. Okay, you all will see Summer in the background moving around. The first question is, do you put your tree up before December 1st? My answer to that is no. Um, Even when my children were all at home and still little, I just believe in giving every holiday their time and space. I feel like it is no judgment to anybody else who may put their tree up before December the 1st. It's just my personal preference is to celebrate Thanksgiving until it's time to celebrate uh, Christmas. So I try to at least wait until after Thanksgiving. Um, and I know before December 1st is still after Thanksgiving, give and take. Um, but I normally try to wait until December before actually putting the tree up. I might talk about Christmas before December the 1st, but as far as putting the tree up, that's usually afterwards. Um, number two, a cut tree, artificial tree, and I think the other option was pottery. I couldn't really understand what that last option was, but definitely artificial tree. When I was into buying trees and stuff for Christmas, I was thinking about getting one this year for my grandbaby, but it turns out they're not going to be up here for Christmas. They were up here for Thanksgiving this year. So I kind of did a Christmas and Thanksgiving celebration for the grandbaby while they were in town. I didn't have a tree, but I did allow her to play with the toys and things that I got for her for Christmas. So that's how we did that this year with no tree. Question number three, is your tree themed or electric tree? Usually when my kids were little, the tree was electric tree. I've never really been good with the little theme trees. Never had a lot of patience to do all that detailed stuff. Most of the time we had lights and we had like the little shimmery stuff that just stay all over the floor forever and ever, even 6 months after Christmas. You know how you just steady picking up those little shimmery things. My kids love those. I think they call those little icings. Oh my goodness, my kids love those on the tree, and I hated cleaning it up every year, but it was always a pleasure to see their eyes light up when they saw it on the tree. um Question number four, do you have special or meaningful ornaments? Okay, okay, hold on. Do you have special, okay, special, I'm not sure if I wrote that question right, but anyway, I think the question is asking, do I have meaningful ornaments on my tree? And I think I kind of answered it with question three. um Something occasionally, if the kids did something in school, like when they went kindergarten and first grade, they did some little what they call that, construction paper type of ornaments for the tree, and I would put that on the tree. Yep, I remember doing that. Question five, do you have multicolor lights or white lights on your Christmas tree? Normally, I would use the multicolor lights, and it's really crazy how that question is because I will look at other people trees that had the solid white lights and always admired it and always wanted to do it. But then when it came down to me decorating my own tree, I never could settle for just the solid white lights. Even though I loved the look of the solid white lights, I always had to have the multicolored lights for my own tree. Question six, how old were you when you stopped believing in Santa? I personally, I do remember my mother allowing us to talk about Santa Claus, even though my mother has always strongly believed in Jesus Christ and always told us Jesus Christ is the reason for the season, and yeah, all of that. But at the same time, She did allow us to be children, and she did allow us to watch Santa Claus cartoons and animations and stuff like that on television. And well, animations wasn't really existing back then, but you know what I mean. The different Christmas Santa Claus programs and things like that. So I don't think I ever really believed in Santa Claus like how some people kind of instill that in their really young children. And my answer to that is just like what Mariah said when I was listening to her questions. I always had older siblings. I had younger siblings as well, but the older siblings, they always kind of spoil the little fantasy things that, like when I got my tooth pulled, they would let me know it wasn't no fairy godmother that was putting money under my pillow. So so older siblings, they have a tendency of spoiling that part of the imagination for the younger kid. So I never did really believe in Santa Claus like that. Question number 7. Do you hang stockings? I haven't done it lately, but yes, I love to hang stockings. But nowadays stockings are very expensive. I was at the thrift store at the Goodwill at that. One stocking was about $5. I couldn't believe it. And it's a few of us in my family, so I mean I was not finna spend $30 just on 5 or 6 stockings. So I've kind of gotten out of it because I think the prices of stockings are just getting outrageous. Um, Question number 8. Special traditions you must do. When my children were little, the special tradition was they could not get up before 6 o'clock in the morning to open their toys, and we had to do that together. We had to wake up each other and come into the living room to open our toys together. They could not sneak a peek with their toys before Christmas Day. As time went on, I do believe I bent the rule a teeny weeny bit, and I didn't make a habit of it. But if they really seemed like they was anxious, I would let them open up one toy before Christmas, just because they would seem to be so overly anxious. But I didn't make a habit of that. That was kind of like a mercy year that I had that time. Um, Also, we had to say a prayer before opening up our toys. So we would wake up and we would definitely give Jesus his honor and glory. And they always knew that Jesus was the reason for the season. Yes, we had fun playing about Santa Claus and this, that, and the other, but it was always a serious matter and important for me to instill the truth in my kids about the birth of Jesus and the importance of us needing a Savior to save us from hell. And so I always made that a point when it came to Christmas morning. They knew we had to give God thanks first, and then we open our presents. Let me think. Anything else? Oh, with our dinner, I buy sparkling juices. That is my tradition. We have sparkling juice not only for Christmas, also for Thanksgiving, and also for New Year's. Anything else stand out as a tradition for Christmas? I can't think of it right now. Um, Besides, they had to make sure their rooms were clean the night before Christmas, made sure everybody definitely took baths, had clean pajamas on. Not saying that they didn't do that before Christmas Eve, but I was just so excited about Christmas. I would just put more emphasis to make sure these things was taken into consideration on Christmas Eve. Uh, Question 9. Do you open your gifts on Christmas or Christmas Eve? On Christmas morning. Christmas morning. That was the main focus, except for that one year, like I said, where I showed mercy and they was able to open up one toy before Christmas. But other than that, it was always Christmas morning together as a family. Do you have your outdoor lights up all year round? Which is question 10. I used to try to keep my porch lights up all year round. But in the neighborhood that I live in, and it's a pretty, really nice neighborhood. Um, I think it was kind of looking like an eyesore. Not so much my decorations, but when people in general was leaving their Christmas lights up all year round, I think it was looking like an eyesore to my management. So they pretty much enforced the rule of us taking our lights down. I believe it's before or no later than 2 days after New Year's Day, something like that. So it is a rule now that we have to take our outdoor lights down. And I guess that's okay. It's an inconvenience when you don't feel like putting up lights every year when you're used to being able to keep them up. That is when the winter don't damage your lights, because sometimes the lights wouldn't even work that following year anyway from the damages from winter or whatever happened to the lights. During that time you keep them up all year round. So it all worked out in the end. It's okay. And I haven't put my lights up yet as of this year. I'm still working on it. So that's all I have for you all today. And I hope you all enjoyed Emmy and Bryson and Britt Brett and Summer in the background right there. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Please hit the notifications button so you will be notified whenever I upload a video to this channel. And I just want to say thank you and I love you to my new subscribers. My channel is slowly growing and I am not complaining. I'm very thankful as always. And thank you for my old subscribers that have hung in there with me as long as I've been up for like a year now, a little over a year actually. And I just appreciate you all. I love you all. Have a very, very blessed Tuesday. I have a sinus cold. It's not getting worse, thank God. But I do want it to get better a little bit faster. Nobody likes to be sick. Have a very blessed day. Bye-bye.